you. Thank you. All right. So we are in your unit number 8. We were talking about the body movement, right? We'll just continue with that. So I'll just give you the gist about what else we have seen. So we have talked about unicellular and multicellular organisms. Like unicellular is nothing but the single-celled organism, while multicellular is a comparison, like comparison of both the single multi-cells, more than one cells. You will be calling it as multicellular organism. We all saw about that. And examples of unicellular. Can you tell me any example of unicellular organism example? Some example of unicellular organism. What are the example? Yes, okay, bacteria. Other than bacteria? Okay, protozoa, very good. Common unicellular organism, two main. Okay, some fungi, no, but fungi and all, mostly some fungi will be coming in unicellular. Okay, others and all comes under multicellular, like mushroom, they all come under multicellular. No, bacteria, fungi, okay, but another two, where we talked about in digestion, I hope we talked about organism, right? An organism. No, mushroom and all, no, ma. What are the other unicellular organism other than bacteria and fungi? I'll give you an example. It's amoeba. Other than amoeba, what is the other example of unicellular organism? It's in your book also. Other than unicellular. Okay. So amoeba, paramecium, bacteria, and fungi. Okay, so everything comes under unicellular organism, not just bacteria. Okay, all the amoebiasis. I think you have heard about amoebiasis. So amoeba, fungi, some algae, and all and protozoans like paramecium and all those things comes under the unicellular organism. Okay. Now coming to the body parts, like in multicellular organism, we already talked about the cells, group of the cells, that is they'll be grouping together and they will be making the tissues, and all the tissues together, like various tissues together, they will be making an organ, and the organ together they makes the organ system. So there are various systems like digestive system. Can you tell some other example of other systems which is being seen under? Yes, diatoms. Very good, Advika. Yes, that also comes under unicellular. Good. Now tell me, virus. Okay, tell me other organ systems other than digestive system. Some other example of other systems, other organ systems. One is digestive system in your body. Very good. Reproductive system. Very good. Reproductive systems. What else? What else? Other than very good. Excretory system. Very good. Cassilda. Okay. Other. Oh, very good, Simona. Other than excretory system, there are various other systems, right? No, internal does not come. Yes, circulatory system. Good. Circulatory system. So it's digestive system, circulatory system. Okay, the breathing system. What about the breathing? What is the system called as? Respiratory. Very good. So other than, yes, very good, Advika. Skeletal system. Very good. So you also have nervous system. Okay, along with it, you also have nervous system. Good. So all these group of systems together, they form the human organ, like human body. They make up the human body. So we were talking about that, and also we were talking about the locomotion. So what is called as locomotion? What is called as locomotion? What is called as locomotion? Yes, process to move or movement. Very good. So that is called as locomotion. I hope you are clear with it. And we also talked about animals, why do they move? In search of food, in search of shelter, to protect themselves from a predatory organism, and all those things we were talking about during our last class. And also we talked about the skeletal system, the major part of the skeletal system. Like skeletal system, they make up the body. So that's all the things which we talked during our class. And now we'll move on to the new topic. So we'll just talk about the new topic today, that is about invertebrates and the vertebrates. So we'll be talking about today is the invertebrates and the vertebrates. So these two are the major thing in all in the animal kingdom. So you have a kingdom called as animal kingdom. Maybe we'll learn that on our later classes. But they have two different variety, like two different groups, which comprises of invertebrates and vertebrates. When you talk about the invertebrates, one major thing to be present is invertebrates is like they don't have one major thing which is present in the vertebrates. Okay, so major one substance which will not be present in the invertebrate will be present in the vertebrates. So that's how they have distinguished both the invertebrates and the vertebrates. Yes, backbone. Okay, so when you talk about, it's page 106, when you talk about the invertebrates and the vertebrates, what happens is the major thing which we have, okay, we are standing erect, right? Why we are standing erect? Because of the presence of backbone. Okay, so you call that as backbone. So probably like it is like a trunk like thing, and it is attached, maybe the skull will be present. So from the skull it will be attached till your hip, like bottom hip. Okay, so it's like a backbone. So that helps you to connect. Okay, there are various nerves will be attached to the backbone. So brain is present here, and the brain will be sending all the signals. So along with it, it will be arranged in a process manner, so that you are standing erect, and the movement of the body, everything is being done in a very perfect and a neat clear manner. It doesn't mean invertebrates does not have anything, like they do have some kind of thing. So but you call them as notochord. Okay, so you call the invertebrates, okay, they do have some kind of bone which is present, and it is called as notochord. So why you call them as notochord is it is actually a primitive structure of the backbone. So we already know, right? It's an evolutionary process. So from the paramecium till your human, everything will be growing according to an evolutionary process. So we already knows, like from this animal called as this ape. Okay, so from ape only it's like a human. They predict like from ape the humans are born. But still if you merge the ape and the human's skull and the body, it's like totally they'll be in a different manner. So everything is in an evolutionary process. So notochord is the primitive structure of backbone. So that's why the animals which belongs to the invertebrates have backbone. It's like invertebrates, there are various other differences. Okay, so there are small animal in invertebrates and big ones in the invertebrate. Okay, so probably if a small one is like, see, you can find the jellyfish and all those things, comes a very small thing, and earthworm, probably earthworm and tapeworm, everything is in a very smaller manner, and they don't, like, they lack the backbone, almost everything. But the last process, okay, so where maybe the crustaceans like crab and all those things, they have like small backbone, very small backbone. It's not called as backbone, it's called as notochord. Okay, and also fishes also have the notochord. It's the primitive primitive structure of the backbone, that is undeveloped, or it's not totally developed backbone. They don't have the developed backbone, so they are called as notochord, whereas some invertebrates totally lack the notochord. So that's the major difference between vertebrates and invertebrates, that is higher order invertebrates. So you have lots of classes in the invertebrates, but in some of the invertebrates they have the notochord, they don't have backbone. So but the major difference between the invertebrates and vertebrates is the vertebrates have backbone, whereas invertebrates does not have backbone. Okay, so this is the major difference between vertebrates and invertebrates. So invertebrates, let's start with housefly, and it still goes till cockroach, butterfly, and earthworm, snail, everything comes under the invertebrates, whereas vertebrates we can talk about from the fishes. Okay, so from the fishes like whale and human, it goes still the human being, till human beings. So this is the major difference between invertebrates and vertebrates. So invertebrates, you don't have the backbone, which is totally lacked in some animals, and that underdeveloped backbone will be present in some animal, so that is called as notochord. And in vertebrates you have the backbone, that is totally well developed backbone will be seen in all the animal. Are you clear with this? Yes, backbone or spinal cord. Spinal cord is comprises of from the skull till your till the edge of the thing. Okay, so that's called as spinal cord, which connects the down area, down region with the hip region. Are you clear with it, ma? Or do you have any doubts? I can teach again. Are you clear with it? I want the answer from everyone. Are you clear, ma? Yes. Okay. Yes, they are flexible. If they don't have a backbone also, they will be flexible, but they are all very small animals, right? But they are flexible. If you take snail, or sorry, if you take this snail has notochord. If you take earthworm, see, you can able to see they are flexible, right? So see, you can able to move, they can able to move anywhere else. Of course they are flexible enough. If they don't have backbone, they will be flexible enough. Just like in ballet, dance and all, they used to, in a gymnastic and all, you can see, they are very much flexible in nature, even though they have backbone. But the same thing goes to people who doesn't have backbone. They will be very flexible. Yes, of course, I can teach you again, Ritika. No problem. Okay, so I'll just tell you again. No issues in that. I'll just tell you again. So vertebrates and invertebrates are two major classes, two major thing which comes under animal kingdom. Okay, so there is a class called like that. There is a thing called as animal kingdom. Why you call it as animal kingdom is like all the animals will be coming under the heading called as animal kingdom, which is major divided into two, which is vertebrates and the invertebrates. Okay, so first thing which has come, okay, which is coming up, which came to the world is the invertebrates followed by the vertebrates. It's the prediction. Okay, so the invertebrates, after invertebrates comes the vertebrates, because underdeveloped thing will be seen in the invertebrates, whereas vertebrates, they're totally developed thing. If you take an example of probably amoeba. Okay, I'll just compare the amoeba with the man. Okay, so human being. See, you can able to see lots of differences between them. Like it is a single celled organ. Whereas here in human beings, we can see lots of differences, lots of organs will be doing the work in human beings. Okay. So in similar way, what happens is the invertebrates, that is a house fly. Okay, house fly, or they may be spider or snail, even though they are all placed in invertebrate area, invertebrate places, what happens, we already know they lack one area, so that is called as backbone. So backbone, they don't have backbone, so that they couldn't able to move or walk upright just like us. Okay. So why then you place them all the invertebrate area is like birds have backbone, mammals or like all the mammal thing like birds and also like amphibians like frog and crocodile, reptiles like crocodile, they do have some developed backbone, whereas it is totally not present in invertebrates, that is in the other part of the vertebrates. Okay, so there are two main thing in animal kingdom is one is the vertebrates and the other one is invertebrates. So in invertebrates they don't have the backbone, so they don't have the backbone, so they can not able to move upright, and they are not that much of what strong in nature, while in the invertebrates they totally lack the backbone, and invertebrates they do have the backbone. But the totally developed backbone you can see only in human beings, whereas like developing backbones will be seen in birds, maybe in amphibians, amphibians like frogs, okay, reptile like crocodile and all. But in fishes, okay, so when you have fishes, when you take fishes also do have the backbone, but you call them as notochord. Okay, so you call them what? You call them as notochord. Similarly, it goes to snails. Snail do have the small small bone, but they are called as notochord. They are not considered as backbone since they are not developed as like us, but they are considered as notochord since they lack everything. Since they lack the backbone, they are placed under invertebrates, and the things like they have, some people like have the notochord and like the developed notochord and backbone you place under vertebrates. Is it clear, Ritika? Is it clear, Ritika? Yes. What about Ritika? She has the yes. Snake is a vertebrate. They are placed in separate classes or class of vertebrate only. Yes. Okay. Yes, they starts with amphibian. Fishes is like pisces. Yes, of course, pisces. But pisces comes under chordates. Like that is totally different, but still they are invertebrate only. Vertebrates, it's like it starts with the amphibians. Amphibians, it comes like amphibians. It is birds. It's called as aves, aves. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, amphibians first, reptiles, then comes the amphibians. Along with the amphibians, you have aves and mammals. And yeah, first thing is pisces. So pisces, all the fish, okay, all the fish will be coming. So when you talk about the pisces, okay, what happens is in pisces only this notochord, presence of notochord will be seen. So all the presence of notochord will be seen. In reptiles, of course, it starts the underdeveloped backbone. Amphibians also similar way. Aves and mammals, they have the developed backbone. Okay, since aves is like all the birds will be coming. Pisces is all the fish. Okay, fishes will be coming. Reptiles, probably dinosaurs. Like dinosaurs, right? They all the dinosaurs and crocodiles, everything comes under reptiles. Amphibians is amphibian is nothing but the animals which is present both in the water as well as in land. They call as amphibians like frog, toad. Okay, so everything comes under the amphibians. Aves is all the birds will be coming under the aves. And lastly, mammals, all the human being along with some whale is also a mammal. Okay, yeah. Turtle also. So one major thing in the reptiles is hard skull. Okay, the like hard, the upper part will be very hard in nature. Now, are you clear? Yes, dolphin is also a mammal only. Yes, very good. It's right. Sharks comes under pisces, whereas dolphins, whales comes under mammal. Okay. Can I move on to my next one? Can I just go to the next part? Okay, okay. So I'll just show you the backbone, the spinal cord. We'll just see the spinal cord. So this is how the spinal cord will be present. See, along with the spinal cord, it's attached in upperward. It attaches itself with the skull, so that all the nervous system will be present in here. So that's why they used to tell, like if a person is getting a head injury, a severe head injury, or in the neck region, if it is any problem in the neck region, they'll be like, most probably they have this brain dead, or they lose their function, okay, the functions in their body except of head, other whole body will not function. Okay, so that's why, because this is a major part in your body, and all the nerves will be connected here, and it goes there directly to the brain, which is protected by the skull. So that's the main reason you tell, like, you should not supposed to damage your notochord. Okay, so that's the major thing. Yes, memory also will be lost, but memory comes under any one of the region. Okay, in brain you have one particular region, so where you medulla oblongata, right, that when it is getting damaged, you'll be losing your memory also. That comes under typoamnesia and all those things. Okay. But still, if you're getting hurt in this area, but if you're not losing your memory, even though if you're not losing your memory, the entire body system will lose its function. Okay, so you become numb, you cannot except of heart, other thing, it's not that it functions, but you cannot feel any presence in them, the nature. So that's what it is. So backbone is very much important. Not coma, not exactly coma, even you will be gaining your consciousness, but still you cannot able to work. Okay, the body movement will not be seen. Okay, that also comes under the thing. So your this part has to be carefully, what, you should not get any damage in this area, and also in the upper of your head, upper body of your head. But still, this is the notochord, sorry, this is the backbone. Okay, all right, moving on to the next one is movement of invertebrates. So we'll be talking about the movement of the invertebrates now. So all the invertebrates comes under the movement. Okay, so they have the exoskeletal system. So exoskeletal is nothing but okay, exoskeletal system is nothing but the outside of the body. They have hard substance. Okay, that's called as exoskeleton, hard covering. Okay, if you talk about the, I think many of you will be have seen this crab. How the crab will be? Crab will be very hard, right? The outside of the body will be very hard and thick. Okay, and when you talk about the prawns, the shrimps, and all the prawns, okay, prawns also it's similar to that. So there will be the outer system will be very hard. So that outer system, which is very hard, is called as the exoskeletal. So turtle, when you talk about the turtle at the shell, and mollusk is nothing but the oysters. We have seen the oysters, right? Oysters, they have the hard exoskeletal outside. The skeletal system will be very hard in nature. Snails, when you see about the snail, see the house of the snail is also very hard in nature and cannot be broken that easily. And some insects like beetle, I think you would have seen in rice borer, you have rice. Okay, the rice, when you're not using it for a very long time, you'll be seeing some kind of insect. Okay, so the rice borer insect, so that is also will be very, the hard exoskeletal system will be very hard. And spiders, the spiders also, the exoskeletal system is also very hard. Okay, I don't like insects also, some of the insects I don't like also. All the beetle and type I don't like. Okay, so invertebrates, they have generally soft bodies. So all the invertebrates, what happens is like they do have soft bodies. So some kinds of invertebrates, example like snail, when you earthworm, you can see, right, the soft body, they have the soft body in them. Along with the thing, probably some sponges is nothing but it's actually an aquatic thing. We can find it in the aquatic area. But see, when you talk about the starfish, when you talk about the jellyfish, when you talk about spiders, the exoskeletal system will be a little bit harder in nature. But in when you see about the butterflies, you can see the system will be very soft in nature. So there are two kinds of things. Exoskeletal system will be present in the invertebrates. Some will be very hard in nature, and the hard nature is called as hard of covering will be called as the invertebrates. Like invertebrates, exoskeletal. Most of the system have hard covering on the body, so they are called as exoskeletal system. So hard covering of the body is called as the exoskeletal system, and in almost all the invertebrates you can find it. Exoskeletal system you can find. And why they are having this exoskeletal system is they want to protect themselves, protect themselves. So because of that only they have this hard exoskeletal system. Okay, so hard exoskeletal system is present. So what is like they have a single system. See, if see the spider has what, like almost 5 pairs of leg. And if you talk about the earthworm or millipede, centipede, they have millions small finger like projection which was used for the locomotion. So they have this not just a pair of leg, but they have like almost more than a pair of leg, and everything will be placed under invertebrate category. And also they can able to crawl. Some invertebrates will be crawling, some invertebrates will be jumping, some invertebrates will be climbing, some invertebrates will be flying. Okay, so beetles, like all the beetles, so they have, even though they have this thing, they used to fly, but the mollusk, the snail, okay, they used to crawl. Similarly it goes to the millipede, centipede. They used to walk, but they have lots of small leg like thing which is present in them. So like almost 500 to 600 legs will be present in a single centipede or millipede, because millions of legs will be present, not the legs, billions of small and the legs will be present in them. So that's why they are called as millipede and centipede and all those things. Everything which will be coming under the everything will be coming under the invertebrates. And exoskeletal system is a hard covering which is placed on top of all of the invertebrates, mostly of all of the invertebrates, and because of that they are named as exoskeletal system. And they are very hard in nature. Why? Because of to protect themselves from the predators, they have the hard exoskeletal system. Okay, I don't want talking during classes, Annie and Aisha. Nobody is copying anyone's answer. Okay, don't copy others' answers also. Okay, so I'll just stop with this. So we were talking about the invertebrates and the vertebrates. So please do go through the invertebrates and vertebrates. If you're not understanding, I want you to tell me during the next class, which is supposed to be happened on Tuesday. Okay, so if you're having any doubts in the invertebrate and vertebrates, you can just tell me, so that I can able to take the class again. Are you having any doubts now? Any doubts? Okay. All right. So if you're not having any doubts, wind up the class. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.